castle on top of the hill. Arriving at some kind of town, no idea which one yet. It's really rocky. Oh, train. And here we go, our first video of the trip. Tommy and I met each other in Madrid, and we're now on the train to Pamplona on the high-speed train. So we just left, or we're leaving the station right now, so we're not going that fast. But we're excited, we're ready, we're exhausted, but happy. Bye bye.
I definitely became very good friends with.
Is that so, Tommy?
Alright, let's go.
And here we are on the adventure to seek weed for Tommy so he can smoke a little bit on the Camino. It turns out there are 3 the same names of streets here, and the first 2 were in like super fancy neighborhoods. Anyway, I gave him one more chance and that's it. And here we are, Tommy's first steps. We are leaving for real on our Camino. We're gonna have like a mile or so by the city. Hey Tommy. And then we're out, and then way in the back, I don't know if you can see it. Behind those trees are the hills and the clouds still that we're gonna pass over, and then after those hills it's still another 5 miles or so. Anyway, we're starting. So this is the beginning of the path in the fields. We walked a couple of miles and now we're going into the fields towards that mountain, of which the top is now still hidden in the clouds. And there goes Tommy.
So, we've been walking for about an hour, hour and a half, and I don't know exactly how far we've gone, but if you look behind us, you will see plenty of towns and villages. That's actually the second one we've come across. And then fields and natures in front of us, and a mountain that we're going to go to the top of. So, Mom's listening to Freddie Mercury and I'm listening to like some nerdy, like epic stuff. So,
bye!
Goodbye, we'll see you in a month.
I think we're about halfway the mountain. In the distance there is Pamplona, where we came from. And this is the first road marker that we will have, and they will be all over the place. We reached the first village in the hills, about 2 miles from the top of the mountain. So here we're going to stop for some well-deserved coffee. We did about 10 kilometers now, which is like 7.5 miles, but it was mostly uphill, so pretty rough, but we're good. So this is a little bit how it looks going to the top of the mountain. A little bit, it is how it looks. Really beautiful wildflowers on the side. And then the grasses, and then in the distance the valley and the Pyrenees. I don't know if you can see them. Tommy's 5 minutes ahead of me. I'll catch up with him in a minute. So those windmills are everywhere, and I don't know if you can hear it on the video, but they make a really loud noise. Very impressive. There's hundreds and hundreds of them everywhere. And yay, we made it to the top of the Alto di Perdon. This statue's in the movie The Way. Maybe you recognize it. So let me zoom in and go to Tommy. Very rewarding to see the whole. Okay, so now we're going downhill, and I don't know if you can see, but way in the back it's the third village. That's where we're going to.
Not bad.
Apparently this is going to be a really steep downhill, which means it's harder than going uphill. So we'll see. Bye bye. So on the way down from this mountain, you don't really see too well, but it's really steep downhill. Doesn't look very steep, but it is. And there's all kinds of loose rocks, so you gotta be really careful here. It's really pretty though. And this is going on for about 2 miles, I think. And the first vineyards that you see in Spain. There's Tommy, and then there's our next little town further down, and that's where we will have our mid-morning break. House, I guess a guy who sells this wine, and there's the first Toro sign.
Oh, say doth the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow. Van Spanje. Tommy, who apparently likes pooping on hills. Because of course, like now we have 10k nothing, so we have to do that stuff in the wild. I think he found a spot. You good there? Yeah, we hear nothing. I think he's okay. About half an hour in, 45 minutes in day 4. I think it's like 9 a.m. Another beautiful weather day. We've been really lucky with the first 4 days of walking. There's no rain, doable heat, about 75 to 80 degrees, and lots of sunshine, but I'm used to it in Florida. We have a really long one ahead of us today, so we'll see how far we get. And there's the scenery. How are you? Oh, I can't turn the thing. Anyway, I'll be back later. And today is Friday, the 4th day of walking. You can see it. Nice vineyards, and then on the other side the grain as we've been walking through, and a village. And there's Tommy waiting. We have a really long day ahead of us. I think like 29-30k. Oops, hold on this way. Attention.
Look out for the bikers.
People do this on bikes. Olive trees. Anyway, gorgeous day, 80 degrees, long day ahead of us, so till later. And we're doing a tapas crawl. Good food. Like every tapas bar we have like a glass of wine and 2 or 3 tapas. Oh, Thomas finished his already.
Sail on home to Jesus, won't you, good girls and boys? I'm all in pieces, you can have your own choice. But I can be a heavenly band full of angels, and they're coming to set me free. I don't know nothing about the wild wind, but I can tell you that it's by.
And here we are in Cala Laurel in Logroño, doing a tapas crawl, which is really awesome. They have all kinds of tapas bars. Yummy, 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 yummy. And Tommy and I ate just a lot already. So basically you just get like 1 or 2 tapas with a glass of wine. And then you go on to the next. It's not a regular bar crawl, but a tapas bar crawl. Fun. We're very happy right now. Right, Tommy, are we happy or not?
I'm very happy.
Your way and my way seem to be one and the same.
So this looks like rocks with litter, but it actually isn't. It's people that left all kinds of rocks with notes, and they wrote things on rocks for people, to people, to remember people. So it's kind of weird and interesting. We just came through a little forest. Nice thing is today it's cloudy, which is great. And good morning everybody from beautiful Spain. As you can hear, I'm out of breath, finished climbing up a mountain, and notice we can only kind of videotape without tripping over stuff when we have kind of a smooth path ahead of us, which we do. I'll turn it around. And there way ahead of me is Tommy. Tommy and I figured out that going uphill it's really my weakest thing for me to do, because coming from Florida, obviously no training whatsoever doing that. And then on the flats I'll keep up with him again and catch him. Anyway, today we're about halfway our walk for today. It's a long one, almost 30 kilometers, which is like about 17 and a half miles. That's the plan. If we don't make it that far, there's a little town like 6 miles before that, but we're determined. We're gonna do it. Anyway, our feet are great. We take every day like 10 minutes in the morning to tape them and to take care of them, so we don't get the blisters that most people seem to have. Tommy has a tiny one, but it's really not a lot of pain for him. I can't talk. Well, never can talk. Anyway, so we're standing on the hill now, and I don't know if it's visible on the little video here, but way back in the distance, kind of in the fog a little bit, or smog, whatever, is the city that we're going to, or trying to go to. Let me zoom in, see if... maybe we get a chance later on. Looks like it's about 15 kilometers away still. Not bad, we can do it. Let's see, we just climbed another mountain again. Doing a little stop for like 2 minutes. And let's see the sign here, what it says. Viana 3.8k and Logroño, which is where we want to go to, 13.3k. Under there it says La Rioja 9.3, but they have Rioja wine everywhere, so no need to go. Anyway, still doing good. And we're just left Logroño. I think it's Saturday, and there's this cool, interesting painting, I guess, on the walls before we go through a tunnel. We actually see a lot of interesting things on the way, like statues and artsy things like that, so I have to start videotaping those a little more. So it's Saturday, May 30th, and we're in some kind of a huge park outside Logroño, and it's Saturday, so half the time must be here. They're picnicking, fishing. Over there, I don't know if you can see it, they're roasting a lamb, yam. I think it looks like a lamb at least. And I guess they have some fishing contest going on. Over there are the cubs. Anyway, it looks like this is the place to be on Saturday in Logroño. We're about 5 kilometers into our walk. Everything is going great. Tommy is like way ahead of me because I take time to film things and stuff. So I'll catch it up with him in like 5 minutes or so. Anyway, see you later. Bye. So today is May 30th and it's our 5th day of walking. Our feet are good. Today we have kind of our rest day. We're only going to walk like 4 hours, I think, because we have 9 days straight of walking. So we figured, okay, we can take one time a half day walking in between. And so we should be probably at the town where we're going to stay in, I would say about an hour and a half. We just went through a huge park outside Logroño, and now if we can loop around a little bit, we started to walk again in the vineyards. Guys, it's really hard to talk while walking and when you just climbed up a little hill and everything. Anyway, we're still super excited. Everything is still going great. Tommy, anything you want to add?
No, not really. You summed it up.
Okay, so 5th day, going great, no injuries, and we're happy. Bye!
Goodbye.
So this is a stretch just over the highway, probably like a few hundred yards, but there's a fence along it. You can see it. And people put all kinds of little wooden crosses in it, so obviously a lot of people are doing this for religious reasons, personal things, whatever. Anyway, it's like hundreds and hundreds of them in this fence. It's kind of interesting and weird way. The many memorials that you see along this route. And then, let's see, it just goes round and round. Anyway, you get the idea. Here's a little map. So after seeing hundreds of them, Tommy said, oh what the heck, let me make one too. So he's putting his own little cross on the thing, and then I let him think whatever he wants to think about it. Isn't that so, Tommy?
That is so.
here it is. Tommy's contribution. And that is our destination of the day, the town back there. Looks like really cute, pretty. And there's a vineyard that we're walking through. So there's a little ahead of me. I stop all videos. And he walks faster. So that will be the destination, Navarrete, for day 5. Okay, I have to pay attention here because it's a weird path with a lot of boulders and grooves going uphill. But it is also the terrain coming across. So this is the path we just came from, and then as always there's a reward on top of the hill. So there's this vineyard. This is going to be the path down, but then in the distance, I'll try to zoom into it, is where you then see the valley and the town we're going to. And here, starting my path downhill again. Gotta be really careful, lots and lots and lots of rocks. By the way, while I'm at it, this is day 6, and Tommy is probably a mile ahead of me, but we have certain points that we wait for each other, so we never lose each other. And I always make sure there's somebody else around me just in case something happens. Safety above all, most of the time. And again, proof why the wine is so freaking cheap here. Vineyards everywhere we look. There's a biker coming by. Hola! It's just so amazingly beautiful. Every day, even though we're walking through this now for like 6 days, it just doesn't get old. It's just beautiful. Oh, and here's an, I don't know what these are. Almonds or something? Don't know, I have to look it up. So you have to really now and then take your time, look at things around you and not just focus on the walk itself. Like I said, today's day 6. I think we've walked almost 10k now. We just had like our breakfast lunch thing, or brunch I guess. And then we walk on another 10k to the town for today, which is Najera. I am seriously in love with this. I'm walking a little bit more on my own. There's 2 people behind me, so I'm not alone, but I mean, not with Tommy. So I'm just enjoying some quiet time, and it is just so gorgeous. Love, love, love it. And again, a little different path. Obviously I can't film while I'm walking down the stairs, but we're about 3 kilometers from the end stop for today, Najera. So these are stairs and then a little bridge over a little stream. Try. Nah, let me not try. Okay, that's better. Going into a little forest here. At this point, oops, there's nothing to stop you from falling into the water. Anyway, at this point, you really would like to have a swim in that water. It looks really clear. It's probably freezing, even though the outside temperature is very nice. So anyway, down the path we go, and pretty soon into Najera. Hi. And here our little walking group of today is arriving in the city. I think we have like a mile to go to the, not a mile, kilometer, and then cross the river somewhere. And then we're at the pension where actually I think we're all gonna stay. And we have a 21-year girl from Italy who's traveling all by herself, very brave. And she camps quite a bit too, I think. And Carmelo is also from Italy. I actually had dinner with him and 2 German girls. One of them is here right next to Tommy, walking with him. And so, you know, every few days you create your own little group for a few days and then you separate again and find new people. So, really fun. And today is day 7 of our walk. We started a little early today, I think 7:45 or something. Because tonight we're gonna stay in a nice parador, so our whole group kind of decided that we want to be there early to enjoy as much as we can. I think we did 10k at this point, and I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna zoom in. In the front, you can see the path that we're going to take in a little bit. So go slightly up a hill and then down the hill again. Anyway, everybody is doing good. Still no major injuries. Tommy is the one you see there ahead of me. And all good. See you later. So, day 7. Just climbed up that hill. And I'm gonna zoom in so you can see where we came from. And then in 1 kilometer it's lunchtime. Yay! And there he is, going to hit some balls. Did they give you that sweater? What sweater? Oh no, that's the one you were wearing. Okay, come on now. practice round. Okay, enough of that. I know, it's a little difficult after walking. You're right. There you go. Now you got it. Anyway, he's happy with that. So in the middle of nowhere, they built this really modern town, and it has a swimming pool, a golf course, and all the homes look really nice. But only 10% of the houses here are occupied, and the rest is just a ghost town. So it's really weird. And I guess, not sure who does live here, what they're doing here, but very strange. Anyway, Tommy's playing golf. He thought that would be a nice break. It's really hard to do after already 15k of walking, but he's having a good time. He thinks it's really funny and random, which it is. So tonight, after a long week of hiking, Tommy and I, or me actually, decided to treat ourselves to a stay in a nice parador, which is a really amazing old building where we're now in. Used to be a church or a monastery, I guess. The room is amazing. We already took one nice long bath and probably will do 2 more before we start walking again. Anyway, it's really awesome. So we'll eat here tonight, or if we go into town. And here I'm outside in the little courtyard in our parador, which is just so awesome and amazing and beautiful. And it goes. Okay, so today is day 8 of walking. I didn't film a lot today because I was chit-chatting with Helen all day. This is again an interesting, totally different looking place where we're staying. It's actually really nice. It's a hostel, but they made it really nice. There's like this little meadow with chairs where we can hang out later. And believe it or not, there is even a swimming pool. Way too cold for me, Floridian, but it's nice to put your feet in after a long day of walking. So we already had a couple of good tapas for lunch, late lunch, and just relaxing now.
Hello everyone. So today we're only walking 12 kilometers. We're going to another nice hotel. I don't know the exact name of it right now. What is it called?
I don't know either.
What? And that's really it. I mean, right now we're walking through the village of
Belorado, and it's the morning indeed, early morning. Well, not that early, but. And then it's our 2-day break. Yay! Our first one. We almost did 200 kilometers in total, so it's well deserved, our little break. So in about 10 minutes we'll be walking out of town, and then our daily thing can start again.
I think I need another coffee.
Another coffee. Okay, lots of coffee breaks today. Had a little bit too much wine yesterday. Bye! And good morning everybody. It's day 9 of the walk, and I'm happy because it's cloudy, as you can see, which is awesome because it's not so warm. And Tommy is walking behind me there. We're about half an hour into our walk for today, and then as of tonight we actually have a 2-day rest. We made it through the first 9 days really well, I would say. We did almost 200 kilometers. So without any injuries, without any trouble. I mean, it was rough and it was tough and difficult, but no physical injuries. Just gonna film a little bit the path that we're going to walk, and somebody else is walking right in front of us there. Don't know him. So yeah, that's a little bit the sum up for the first 9 days. Actually 10 if you include Pamplona, which was also a 10-kilometer day, just walking around and getting warmed up. It's been great, it's going great. We love it. We can't wait to get to Leon, where we have a little bit different scenery again, so that will be nice too. And well, I think that's it for today. See you, talk to you whenever. And again, everything is great. Hello to everybody at home. Bye. Just another moment. Taking all the beauty. Over there the path we came from. The village we just had a drink. Fresh pressed orange juice everywhere we stop almost. And Tommy a cafe already. Beautiful day. Sun is back again, but it's fine. And we're actually in Burgos, and we're on the little plaza with the cathedral. Even though we're not totally into churches, it's really, really beautiful. We just had amazing tapas at a little place for lunch where we will go back tonight. And here we are on top of a mountain, so we can see all of Burgos, the big cathedral, and everything. Another gorgeous day. Once again out of breath from climbing up a hill. Oh, that's really nice. Treated everybody to a nice day. we're not gonna sleep here, but it's still nice to look at. And here I'm sitting at the Plaza Mayor in Leon, Spain. Tommy is taking a little nap, his little siesta as he does every day. And then after that we're going out for dinner and to bed early because tomorrow. Walk early again. Our rest break days are over. And here we are, walking day again, day 10 of walking. And we're in this really cool town, Hospital d'Orbigo, and we're standing on a really old, obviously old Roman bridge, and the place is known for jousting, or jousting. Anyway, it looks like there's a big party going on today. All kinds of stands set up, and the jousting field is being prepped for tonight. So, very nice town. And the start of our phase 2 of the Camino. And Tommy and I are having a little mid-morning break in the woods here, and we bought some really good cake this morning in the town where we left. How is it, Tommy? Good? So it's a little piece of cake and banana for the potassium. Yum! I'm coming up to actually a quite famous little refreshment stand in the middle of nowhere. Prove that. Just walked about 6k through this kind of scenery. And anyway, the people that are running it, doing it all for free. So you can eat and drink whatever you can find there, and it doesn't cost you anything. And they actually live there. I've seen them on TV somewhere. And you know, they have a little bench here where you can sit and shade a little bit. And it's run by, I think, an Australian guy from Spain. Anyway, very nice. Hello. And good morning, everybody.
Hello.
It's early morning of day 11 of our walk. Oops, what do we know? This one is for me a little scary because this is our first mountain day, and I'm not good at mountains, but we'll see how it goes. That's why I'm doing this early on, so I still have the energy to tape something. Anyway, we're excited. Everything is still going well. We should have 2 more days of this blistering heat that we have been having the last 2 weeks, really. It's been unusually hot here, like 85, probably 90, but there's no shade. Yeah. But the thing is, there's absolutely no shade to walk in, so that's what makes it kind of difficult. Anyway, we're good. Hopefully we get there. Bye-bye. And we're about 4k into our first mountain day. So far so good, because it's going up really gradually, which is nice. Beautiful here. Beautiful morning. And then there's always, every 5 kilometers or so, here and there an exception, we have a 10-kilometer stretch without any town, where you walk into those cute little towns. There's always a coffee, wine, beer, and tortilla, which I'm sure Tommy is already having somewhere right now. And I'm almost over here 9, I think. And this is where I love the It is just so beautiful, peaceful, exhausting, painful. It's just every day so gorgeous. It's early morning of walking day 12. This is the path we're going. And it's another beautiful morning. Just want to show you guys a little bit the valley that we are walking through.
Good morning.
And here's Tommy. Fresh and perky. And second mountain day.
Those power lines are also natural structures.
Yeah. It's hard to see, but this path is going gradually up and up. It's a nice path with lots of rocks, so you gotta watch your step, which I'm not doing right now. And lots of rem, as I was saying earlier, Dutch thing. It's not Dutch, it's Spanish too, but it's its name. Beautiful path. I like those narrow, winding paths better than the big, wide, open paths. But they travel more slow. But it's fun. Oh, I see a pilgrim on my left. Oh, one is in a hurry. I think he wants to see the Games of Thrones tonight, so he wants to make it to the hostel really fast. Bye, Tommy! Tommy and I are just standing still for a second because we want to videotape, and for me it's a little too dangerous to videotape and walk here. But we both are in agreement. So far this is our favorite day. Even though it's up in the mountains, it's just so pretty. Flowers, heather everywhere. It's a difficult climb, but stunning. We walked, I know of course they stopped for like, this is the kind of rocks we're walking on, so I gotta be careful. We walked through little forests, lots of open fields, with a totally different scenery than we've had so far. So really nice change, and like I said, so far I think our favorite day. It's absolutely, and it's really quiet on the trail because we stopped at a town yesterday where most people go by, and so they did this yesterday evening when you're tired at the end of the day, and we're doing this now in the morning when you're still fresh and happy to walk. This is our day 12, walking day 12. I think it's our 16th day on the trip or something, or 15th. And we're still very happy. Here starts to be a little bit more open actually. Day 12. Can't stop videotaping because it's such a beautiful day. And Tommy is right in front of me. So here we go from a wider path, as you can see, again into the forest. And we love forest because we will be in the shade. It's slightly less colder, I think, cooler than we have been having it the last 2 weeks, which was really hot, like 85, 90 degrees. But it feels now that it's like even just 5 degrees cooler, but that's perfect. Anything is better than 85. And like I said, the shade helps also. Oh, I gotta be careful here. The uneven path so I don't trip while videotaping. A lot of rocky roads, Today we're gonna actually reach, probably in an hour, hour and a half or so, what is called Cruz de Ferro. It's one of, for many people at least, the highlight of this trip. A lot of spiritual people, oh, see, now we come to an area, but leave a rock there, and they believe it's supposed to be getting rid of any burdens, worries, concerns, whoops, promises to yourself, whatever not. You leave a rock there, and apparently they say it's taken care of that way. For everybody that knows me, I'm not a very, very spiritual person, but still do believe in certain things. So I'm gonna leave a little stone there too that I brought from home. I will not videotape that part because it's personal. But anyway, we will videotape later when we reach it, so you can see how it looks. I really want to say hoo hoo hoo, but I'm too much out of breath to cheer. But we made it to the top of the hill, and I'm actually pretty proud of myself. Really nice views as always. I think we're about 1500 meters. So it's quite a climb, and it's actually the highest point of the Camino. There will be a more difficult climb actually in a few days, because this one was 6 kilometers up, and the next one's going to be 9 kilometers up. Anyway, we made it. Pretty happy. So we made it to Cruz de Ferro. As I explained in an earlier video, I'm not sure if everybody's going to see it. It's the highlight for a lot of people, and spiritual highlight, because you're supposed to bring a rock or a pebble from your home and carry it all the way to here, and then leave it behind, and it's symbolic of leaving a burden behind on the Camino. I'm actually going to do that too, even though I'm not overly spiritual. I do have still certain beliefs and thoughts, and I'm going to film my little moment in private and see you after that. I don't know if you can even capture this on video, but this is by far the most beautiful view we've had so far. Like I said, it's just all taped on my little iPod, so it probably isn't good enough. It's breathtaking. Ciao! And he's not so bad either. Oh. Coming up here to another famous stop on the Camino. It's in the middle of nowhere again, and it's run by a Templar. And you actually can sleep here. A lot of signs how far everything is.
Thank you.
And there's a little store here. It really kind of sucks that I just cannot capture on my iPod how this looks here. And I keep pulling my video out, but it it's the colors and everything, and I don't think you can see it on my iPod. One of these days that I wished I had a real good camera. Oops, a little shaky. We're walking now on top of this mountain already, mountain range, for quite a while. And I think in a little bit we're gonna start our downhill. But all these mountains are covered in like reddish heather, and then on the bottom they have a lot of the yellow flowers. It's just all the colorings are so amazing. Truly a day that Tommy and I think will never forget.
Without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. The moon, you knew just what I would get. You heard me sing a prayer. Y'all in chorus tone. Without a love of my own. Okay, last chorus. Blue, you saw me stand alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own, without a love of my own, without a love of
Santa Catedral. Io veglio das francas barbas, caiu tendido no chan, fechou seus olhos verdes, verdes como algado mar. O obispo que estou viu, ali o mandou enterrar, e assim morreu meus senhores, Gai Ferrol de Mora Malta.
And today is our first rain day. It started this morning with thunder, so we kind of waited for like hour and a half to make sure the thunder was going away, because that's our agreement. We will walk in rain, but not in thunder and lightning. Anyway, this will be a new experience for us, and see hopefully that our rain gear is working. And Tommy is wearing a poncho, nice and fashionable, but that works. So we have another 16k to go. A little bit a shorter day because we started late. Okay, see you later. Oh, and by the way, this is day 14 of walking. So the crazy things you do on the Camino. Tommy just tore his poncho hoodie, and he's
Walmart.
yeah, Walmart, and he's now sewing it on while walking. And yes, Rick, I'm walking backwards and filming, but I'll stop now. Good luck with that, Tommy. Thank you. Isn't it hard to just get the thread and the needle walking?
Yeah, this is probably the hardest part.
Oh well, we'll see how that goes. It might take a while.
We have a while.
Yeah, yeah, we do. I say it will take like 1 kilometer to do this.
Damn it, it's wet.
Still attempting. So, working on the knot now. You got it?
I got the first knot, so now I can begin. So the only issue is, on the spool they gave us, I only have this much thread and this big of a tear. So it won't be a good, you know, seal, but it'll do the job.
Okay. And we arrived at the town where we're gonna stay, and I'm actually not sure where Tommy is. He must be somewhere in town. He's ahead of me. So I'm gonna look at the map, and while I look at the map, I have this awesome castle right in front of me. Really old, obviously. And it's just nice that you get to see those sights while you're walking.
Looking in on the good life I might do never to find without a trust the flaming fields ever too dumb to find. And if you took to me like
I'm out of breath already, and we just started walking day 15. There were 2 routes that you could pick from. The lower one and the upper one, which is in the mountains. And we just started climbing, and I don't know if you can see it. Let me zoom in, see if you can find it. Right under that electricity pole, that's where the path is going. So right now we're still like here on the lower level, and then the path goes up and up and up and up and up to over there. And then we're crossing those hills that you see in the distance for about 12 kilometers, and then after that it's 12 kilometers kind of flat. Okay, I think there's Tommy. Tommy left actually a little behind me because he was Buenos dias. He went out to buy water and bananas, but he's like this mountain goat, so he is. Yeah, that was a good warm-up. Anyway, wish us luck. Hardest 2 days of the whole Camino ahead of us. Bye! It goes all the way up there, you see, Tommy?
Yeah.
We almost made it to the top of this mountain. Beautiful views. It was hard, we're all out of breath, even Tommy, I think. Never. Never. Here he is. So now we're actually by that electricity thing that I mentioned before. I just want to zoom in. So this is the mountain range we're gonna walk kind of on top on for the next 11k, and then we go downhill again into the valley towards another hill which we have to climb tomorrow, which is 9 kilometers straight up. So this is good prep. So I keep thinking we reached the top, but apparently we still haven't. So the other people that are taking, so to say, the easy route, they are walking right down there alongside that highway, which we chose not to do because there's no fun. Anyway, it's slowly going here, but we're going, and we're still going up there, and then and going and going. But it's worth it. Day 15 of our Camino. Hey Rick, filming and walking at the same time. I know, so dangerous. It's really high up here, but it's fun and beautiful. Anyway, these are the paths we're walking today. High up in the mountain range. Beautiful, gorgeous day. Exhausting though, but awesome. Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
One more.
Yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. You try it, Mom. Here.
Wow.
I'm the king of the world!
Oh.
That's cool.
That is cool. And this is where we will have dinner tonight. Nice fireplace, and we're all gonna sit together and see what we get for dinner. A lot more people to come. And this is our day 16 of hiking, and we're on our way to the top of O Sobrero, which, as they say, is the hardest walk for us at least. So far so good. It's been going uphill, but not too horribly yet. And here you can see what we've done. And this is Kat. She's accompanying me today, so fun. And beautiful roses here. I think the roses are the roses.
Those are.
Those are, right? Yeah. And again, the bram, and on top of the mountains, they're covered again with the reddish heather. Very beautiful walk. Really enjoying it. And we are about 5 or 4 kilometers from the top. And we're almost at the top of O Sobrero. Once again, beautiful views. This is the valley below us. So we made it to the little town of O Sobrero, which is on the top of the mountain. It's where all the pilgrims kind of stop to have their midday break before we start the downhill. Nice interesting buildings, and off we go for a snack and a break. And good morning, everybody. Let's see, today is day 17, I think. Yeah, of our Camino. I have to be careful here. And I'm being greeted by, as you can hear, a bunch of cows. Very pleasant. It's an early, beautiful morning, and as I said, day 17. We have a couple of hours to go. I would think 5 or 6 today before we get to our destination of the day. Tommy is ahead of me. And then tomorrow we will actually meet up with Rick and Carrie. So very excited to finally see them and to walk our last 5 days of this Camino with them. We will take a break in Sarria when we meet them, so that will be nice, so we can catch up before we start walking. Anyway, beautiful day again. Talk to you later. Bye bye. And good morning, everybody.
Bonita vista.
Gracias. What was I going to say? Oh, today, our day 17 of walking. Beautiful morning. We have about a 6-hour hike today. Tommy is ahead of me as usual. And tomorrow we will meet up with Carrie and Rick, so I'm really excited about that. And then we have one rest day in Sarria where we meet up so we can catch up, rest our legs and feet a little bit before we start our final 5 days of hiking into Santiago de Compostela, where I will celebrate my birthday. Yay! Anyway, still loving it. I'm actually kind of sad that in 6-7 days it's gonna end, but can't just keep walking forever. Bye. And we're at walking day number 17, Tommy?
I've lost count.
Yeah. So we're walking through this, as they call it here, little hamlet. Wait, it's all falling apart, but we still love it because you just won't find this in the US. We're actually only 6k away from where our endpoint is of today, and walking over river here, as you can see. Woo. Nice. And then we have actually today we are gonna do like a tour by monks in a monastery, a really old monastery, and laundry afternoon because that needs to be done too. Anyway, we're making good time, having a lot of fun still, and kind of sad that we are entering our last week. Anything you want to say, Tommy?
Can't believe it's almost over.
That's it. Bye. Bye. Just a quick view of the nice forest path we're on right now. Such a major change from week 1 when we had all the vineyards and the fields of wheat, and now it's like green, lush forest. We're walking alongside this really old brick wall. Really pretty, and down there somewhere is a river. Very pretty day. Crazy Dutch people doing the Camino on a tandem. We had a nice night with them. Anyway, there they go. And today is day 18, walking day 18. And we're walking through really nice forest. And in these forests, every few kilometers or so, there pop up little tiny hamlets. And they all have a tiny little old church and they all look like they're falling apart, but they're still all in use. And they have this interesting slate roof system here, if you can see it. Anyway, and in about 5 miles we should hook up with the other Camino route. We take the alternate today, and then let's see, in about 5 miles after that we're in Sarria, and at that point we will have reached our 4-kilometer mark. Awesome. And it's day 18 and we just have Sarria in sight, and we should be there in like half an hour. And I'm really excited because we're gonna hook up with Rick and Carrie. So I haven't seen them in 3 weeks. So that should be fun. And then, tomorrow we have our rest day. And the other exciting thing is that in about half an hour, Tommy and I have completed 400 kilometers of hiking through beautiful Spain. So something to be proud of, I guess. And Tommy is right there in front of me talking to Maddie that we met a little while ago in a cafe. And then there in the valley, I don't know if you can see it, that's where Sarria is behind the trees there. Anyway, so an exciting day, day 18 of hiking, and can't wait to be there in half an hour and meet up with the family. Bye bye. And today is walking day number 19. We're walking from Sarria to Portomaran, which should be about 21 kilometers. And in front of us we have Tommy, Buen Camino. And in front of Tommy, I don't know if you can see it because I'm a little... There she is, there's Carrie. And it's Carrie's first day on the Camino, so hopefully she likes it. Another gorgeous weather day. We have had barely any rain this whole trip, which I understand is for the time of the year in this area pretty unusual. Anyway, another great day, and talk to you later. Bye bye.
Okay, they're starting their little tour up the Camino. We're in Sarria, and they're gonna go up this really big set of steps first, and then it's easy from there, right?
And it's day 20 of hiking, and kind of a boring day in the sense of that We've been walking alongside a road like this for like 90%, almost the whole day, I guess. Weather's still gorgeous. The scenery is nice. However, when you walk by a road, it doesn't really seem that nice. So we're also having quite a long day, 25 kilometers. So that's quite long, and it's, I don't know, I think 75, 80 degrees. Anyway, day 20 of walking. We're all hanging in, sore feet by now, but we should be there in about 45 minutes. Bye!
Esos son pocos cartos, miraron otra parte, Sancio se apenaba, Mario consolaba. Non te apenes, yo sé, non te apenes por nada.
It's day 21 of hiking. We have to take a break here because it's in a tiny little town, and we're actually doing the name game. So we're stopping for that just so we can take our daily video. What? I'm on D. Yeah, I have to come up with the name of D. Anyway, tiny little hamlet, cross, church, cemetery, grainer, where they keep obviously grain in so it can dry and nobody can touch it, which we see in every single little town here. Anyway, another gorgeous day, day 21, 2 more to go after this. So it's walking day 21. Nice path actually. Just want to give an update on my physical status. It's good, except the arches of my feet are really starting to bother me now. And they have to hang in 2 more days after this. Thankfully the paths are fairly easy. It's just after today and tomorrow we have 2 really, really long days. So hopefully my stamina will pull me through it, and it has to. Anyway, it's still kind of a weird, bittersweet time right now. You know it's gonna end soon, and you're kind of in a way ready for it to end just because I'm hurting. My feet are, at least, the rest isn't. But still I don't want it to end. So that's why the carry right in front of me. So yeah, it's kind of weird. It's still, every day is gorgeous and beautiful, aside from yesterday. Yesterday was boring, it was alongside a road, so we didn't really like it. But the day is gorgeous again. Totally, totally different than the first phase of our walk. Here we're walking through eucalyptus tree woods. Smells good. So anyway, I should have another 6K to go, or 7 for today, and then we're there again in Melide, which is famous for a spulpo octopus, which I won't eat, Rick won't eat, Karen won't eat, but Tommy totally loves it. So they boil it and then they slice it in little pieces and put paprika powder, olive oil and sea salt on it, and that's about it. A lot of farmers' land, as you can see here. A lot of cows we see, things like that. So that should be it for today. And we're at the end of day 21 and we're staying in this actually really nice house tonight. Not the whole house is ours, but so far there's nobody else here, so it's kind of nice. Anyway, going out for a late lunch now, and then after that we're just gonna hang in the garden here, and the water is probably freezing, but it does look tempting, so we'll see. It's a good short day.
Across the sea.
Today is walking day 22. Tomorrow is the last day. So it's kind of weird to have come this far. We're in a really nice spot here by a little river that we're going to cross in a minute. We have a long day ahead of us, almost 25 kilometers. So we hope it will all be okay, and I'll get back to you later. Beautiful weather again. And good morning, everybody. Today is day 22 of hiking. Gorgeous day. I don't know if you can see the path behind me. We're in a beautiful forest right now. We're gonna walk 25 kilometers from Melide to a small town called Salcida. And that will be our last overnight before we arrive Santiago tomorrow. It's really unreal that it's almost coming to an end, but has to end sometime, right? Tommy is ahead of us somewhere, as always. Again, the weather is amazing, and it stuns me every single day that we are actually rewarded with this kind of weather this whole trip. Must deserve it, I guess. Good day for everybody, and talk to you later. Bye-bye. Right now we are at our last night, our last albergue of this whole trip. Tomorrow we will arrive in Santiago. There's Tommy sitting by kind of a pool, but it's more like a foot pool, not like a swimming pool. Chit-chatting with a girl. There's some nice fountains here. And this is a restaurant. And here's a little kitchen of the place. And Rick is sitting there reading Kindle. Very pleasant looking place. Here's the bar, here's the restaurant. And there's more of the garden. And everybody who walked today is kind of resting and relaxing before dinner. You can see people napping, sleeping by the water before tomorrow's long last day. Anyway, I'm gonna miss those evenings, you know, hanging out with people, meeting new people. It's great fun. So tomorrow, our last day, and we will be arriving in Santiago. Walking day 23. And we're getting ready the last morning. Well, I'm getting ready because I'm leaving before Tommy. He's still asleep, but he's so fast. And the last time I'm putting the monsters on my love and hate relationship I have with them. They've been comfy, but never so comfy that I thought I could walk 40k. But non-shoes are, so it's okay. Anyway, last morning. You guys did good. Thank you. It's almost bedtime. Tommy and I are looking out of our window. We just had an amazing night. Tommy had an amazing night. He'll tell his loved ones all about it later. It's our room with a view. Pretty cool, I would say.
Very cool.
It's a good night.
It was.
So, again, it's day 23, our last day of the Camino. I'm walking by myself here a little bit, maybe for the next 5 kilometers or so. We only have like 15 more to go, and just want to be on my own a little bit. Just, to reflect on everything. Started thinking about this Camino about a year ago, and now it's almost over. And I'm walking through this gorgeous eucalyptus forest, and it's really quiet, solitude here, beautiful. So it's a really nice moment to just, take it all in before it's over. And it's not that I haven't taken it all in during the whole trip, because the trip is kind of the whole, amazing experience, but it's just such a crazy double feeling. I want it to be over because I'm exhausted, but then again, I know I'm gonna feel pretty emotional that it is over. So anyway, so that's why it's a good time to walk by myself a little bit and just, enjoying it. This gorgeous journey. Okay, and we are in our last 10 kilometers of our Camino, and we decided, or I asked actually, and they agreed that we all should walk them together. So probably another 2 hours or something before we get there. So we're walking right now through the last few kilometers of forest paths, and then I think in like 3 kilometers we will actually get to see the city. Exciting. And little by little we're entering the old city of Santiago. Way in the distance here I see the first towers. Of maybe the cathedral or another church. And that's indeed little tips of the Cathedral of Santiago. A few more streets and we're there. Streets leading up. And then somewhere somebody's playing YMCA. Okay, this is weird. Tommy and I are in Santiago and we're about to go through the gate, and we made it.
Finally.
We're very proud of ourselves. And there's the cathedral, and there we're going to the gate. And then once we're at the gate, through the gate, we actually made it. Here, let me give Carrie a moment. Anyway, it's crazy. Tommy, we did it. Can't believe it.
Not at all. I can actually.
Yeah, oh wow. Anyway, we did 500 kilometers together. My buddy and me. So we're gonna walk through this gate together, and anyway.
Congratulations.
This was important.
Good job.
Anyway, it's beautiful. There's the cathedral. And this is an amazing building. Sadly, it is in repair, but that's okay. Here we're going through. Stand on the other side here a little bit. Woo! Anyway, pretty emotional, as you can imagine. There it is. The Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela. And there's my best travel buddy ever. Mwah.